Yeah. Al. So as you've been on this journey with me a little bit. You was all a part of the journey, and it's gonna be surprising when people really find out, who you are. But you've been a part of this journey, and it's been a difficult journey. A lot of trial and error. Um, it's I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to explain, but it all started with the idea, just coming up with the idea. I like to talk, and I like to get personal. I like to socialize with people, and I always wanted to be. And this for you too, Al. If you didn't know this about me, but I always wanted to be like a speaker, uh, a life coach, if you will. I always wanted to be a life coach, and but I felt that I couldn't talk. I felt like I couldn't talk right. I didn't speak the quote unquote proper grammar. And one day a buddy of mine told me, my guy Jay Rockwell told me, man, because we was doing music kind of heavy. And he said, you should start speaking, man. And right then and there, I decided to start these motivational CDs where I put some hip hop music to my voice, and I would go in. I would travel. When I say around the states, I literally mean I would travel around the states, passing out my CD, getting personal with people, just getting real personal, and not knowing, not knowing what I'm gonna say. And before you know it, I just got more and more and more passionate. And I always wanted to know, how do I take this from the streets to, how do I take this from the streets to the world? I wanted to give it to the world. I wanted to give my message to the world, but I never knew how. I was always afraid to tap into the social world because, now you're not limited. You know, you're not limited, and your music is your audio, whatever it was, it's being streamed or televised to the whole world. And I kept saying, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it. And I always talked myself out of it. Felt like I wasn't ready. And then you go through something in your life that kind of tear you down a little bit, literally kind of make you stop believing in yourself. I'm sure a lot of you guys can, I know my guy can definitely relate to it, but a lot of you guys can relate to this. Y'all been in situations where you doing something for someone else and you lose yourself. And it was that type of situation that kind of knocked me off focus a little bit. And, and after that situation, I got back with a special person. I got more in tune with my guy. His name's, I call him Baller. Terrell. That's my brother from another mother. I got back in tune with him, his family, and I brought this special person back in my life. She's the backbone of what y'all see right now. She's the backbone. She always been that. And I just kept talking about, I want to get back into getting out there speaking and doing my motivational thing. But a lot of shit I was talking about to them, they was like, that's some dysfunctional ass talk. And right then and there, I said, and this is what we gonna have, dysfunctional conversations. And once again, it's still just the idea. It's just the idea. It's just the conversation is being had. You know, that's where most of us start. We all start with a conversation, the idea. And many of us, we don't get, you know, I'm sure a lot of your dreams before you got to where you are, because right now you big as hell. Like you literally big as hell, Al. So it's still just a conversation. It's still just talk. And I start buying little equipment, little piece here, little piece there, and wanted to do it this way, wanted to do it that way. And a lot of the times, like this, when you're trying to build something in your life, when you're trying to develop an empire, when you have goals, and they may be bigger than what you can think or bigger than what you can visualize. You just, like I said, it's just the talk. We all have big ambition. And you find yourself talking yourself out of it because you are afraid, because you are, you gotta have a little fear, especially when you already went through something in your life. But I started buying these pieces of equipment, trying to speed, and then once I start feeling myself a little more and believing in myself, once I start really believing in myself, the people in my corner, they motivate me and telling me, you got this, you already a pro, you got it. And once that started happening, like literally, and I commend you as well. Once that started happening, I started practicing, making little practice videos and changing up this and changing up that. And before you know it, I really started believing in myself. Like really, I really started believing. And that's crazy because I thought I was believing in myself at first when I literally said that I'm ready to go. I can't tell you how many times I said I was ready to go. But one thing I want to tell you, like one thing I want to tell all my listeners is this. Ain't nothing like a made up mind. Once you make up your mind to go and realize that it's you standing in your own way, for real, fam. Once I realized it was me standing in my way, that's when I lost all fear and became that fearless dude who I am today, who I always been, but it was buried. It was buried under all the stress that relationships can have you in. It was buried up under all of that. And then here I am. Bought this, bought that, rushing, trying to hurry up and get it out there. So today I decided to go live for my first time on Dysfunctional Conversations. And I said I was going to do 3 live videos. And I feel good because this is my 3rd one. But after my first 2 videos, I started sharing them with people, all my friends. Let's start sharing them. And I shared it with my guy, Mike. This was my neighbor. I shared it with my neighbor, Mike. And Mike said, you might want to change that to, love you, Mike. He said, you might want to change that to subscribe. You have prescribed. And I told Mike, I said, that's purposely, brother. You know, and then he sent the definition. He texted the definition of subscribe. I said, no, that's not just the definition of subscribe. of prescribed, sorry. And I said prescribed, it doesn't have to be medicine that you're being prescribed. I want my audience, this podcast is so dysfunctional. I want my audience to prescribe and come and get a daily dose of what I have to say. And here we go, So, yeah, Mike, it's purposely prescribed because I want all my people, my fans that grow to love me, that grow to know who I am, come and literally prescribe to the channel because I would like them to come and get a daily dose of what I have to say. But that's kind of like my journey. That's kind of how I end up getting here, how I end up getting my first live stream going. It came from a lot of, first, it's a mental challenge, a mental battle, just with myself. Nobody else, but with myself. It was a mental battle. And I had to get over that first. Once I got over that, the rest was easy. I was comfortable with what I had. I wanted to go all out, and I just was comfortable with what I had. I felt like that just kept being excuse after excuse, more reason to sit back and wait. But nah, don't sit back and wait. If you guys got some dreams out there, y'all gonna want to be like my guy Al. Like, I'm serious. Trust me. This is a guy that had a dream, and now he's super big, and I love you, fam. I love you. But yeah, get off your ass. Kick yourself in the ass and push yourself. And if you have a dream, a vision, a lot of them die and never become reality. Because a lot of us, we sit back and we hold ourselves, we don't hold ourselves accountable. We sit back with dreams, we talk about them to our friends and talk about what we have an idea of, but we all are special in some kind of way. We all are geniuses. Everyone have some genius in them. They just afraid. They're afraid of what our eyes can see. Our eyes, what people may think. You get caught up in the social media and you're afraid you may not get this many likes, or people gonna say this, or you done told your dream to too many people and their vision wasn't big enough for what you saw. And they shoot it down and you let your dream die. Don't let it die. Long as you got breath, real talk, long as you got breath, you got another shot at it. We always like to say you only live once. But when you wake up the next day, like real talk, when you wake up the next day and you see that sun shining, you breathe that first breath of air, you living again. You living again because your dream ain't died yet. Your dream not dead. So therefore, like on some real talk, as long as you wake up the next day, the sun shine on you the next day, you got another shot at it. And that's from here. I'm giving you that from here. You got another shot at it. As long as you wake up, you got a shot at it. So don't ever think it's too late. Just because somebody else may done something like what you were thinking, because we all are thinking a lot of the same things, because we all human. So we thinking the same things, but sometimes you just got to put a little more sauce on it. Put a little more sauce. Be a little bit more creative with what you wanted to do. Or even if someone else is doing it, still do you. Still do you. Just be you and be the best you can possibly be. Like real talk. And I do want to say to all my listeners, my followers, I want to thank you guys for following me along this journey. Just for following me along this journey. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to my live stream. For those who don't know me, my name T-Man. That's who they call me. My real name, T-Man. Yeah, my real name Tori, but they call me T-Man. From Chi-Town, like literally from Chi-Town. I know you know that, Al. I know you know that. But from Chicago, born and raised in a village, Roosevelt and Racine to be exact. Been through a lot. Been through a whole lot. I ain't gonna get into all that right now, but I'm from the Chi. I'm from the Chi. I'm from the streets. And I grew up and made it out the streets. And now I'm living my best life. Everything possible when you know what I've been through. When you know where I came from, everything possible. You just have to believe in yourself and get yourself out the way. And I was telling you that the other day, Al. You got to believe in yourself and get yourself out the way because you have another big one. That ain't the only big hit. You got another big one. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. But yeah, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, family, ladies, gentlemen, all my people, all my subscribers, those that will subscribe after seeing this video. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep dropping these live videos. And y'all keep tuning in. They're going to get better and better and better. I promise you that. Peace.